Hi, I'm Lindsay and I'm a homeschool mom of 5, and today I'm going to talk about how to get started with the well-educated heart philosophy in your homeschool this fall. First, I'm going to start out by saying I am not affiliated with the Well-Educated Heart. I don't work for them. I don't speak for them. I'm just a mom who's been using this for several years now with all of my children, and I like to talk about it as my special interest. And I really feel inspired to share what I've learned with other moms who may or may not have already heard of it. So there are a couple people that I have recommended the Well-Educated Heart to. And I have just seen in the Facebook group that some people are struggling to kind of connect the dots. There's recently like an update, and so I think maybe just like an overview of what is going on. So this is going to be like a summary, kind of a quick start guide to help you get a grasp of what you need to do, where to find the things, how to do it, how to get started. If you just heard about the Well-Educated Heart, this video is for you. I'm not going to touch on the depth of what the Well-Educated Heart is. I am really quickly going to talk about just a little blurb about each thing. So the first thing you need to know is that the Well-Educated Heart is a methodology and philosophy of education and living, okay? It's a heart-based education, connecting your heart to things so that you have a relationship with those science, math, language arts, history, things that you learn about for the rest of your life because you've made such a deep connection to those things, okay? That is the philosophy. So that's the umbrella of the things, if you will, okay? The next thing is the Libraries of Hope, okay? The Libraries of Hope is sort of like a store, okay? There's books, physical books, these books here, these books over here, a couple of these books, and some of them are not shown, but you can purchase physical books which are used in order to use this method for homeschooling. You could purchase the physical copies at the librariesofhope.com. You can read digital copies for free on the website as well. You can also find summaries about each of the topics. You can find more resources. All different kinds of things are there at the website at the librariesofhope.com. The next part of this is the Belle community, and that is the part where we reference the community of all of the people who are doing the Well-Educated Heart method, or embracing the philosophy, or participating somehow in this community. It's just a way to name the place where families are applying the philosophy to their lives. I have this is my list that I've made today. If you had a Belle co-op, you would know that the members of the co-op are utilizing the resources from the Libraries of Hope and applying the philosophy as taught through the Catch the Vision course, which I will talk about in just a second. So the Belle community is kind of like the label for the community of people embracing the Well-Educated Heart philosophy. There is an app and the website that you can go to sign up to be part of the app is called belleomdream.org. And when you go to that, you can watch a little video and then you can choose to join the community at various different levels. And we'll get to that in just a second. So the next thing we're going to talk about is when you're getting started, how do you get started? What do you do? If you want to use the Well-Educated Heart philosophy for your homeschool this fall, what do you need to do next? And the first thing is just what I said, is go to belleomdream.org, watch the video, and sign up for a level of membership. There's a free level of membership, which is called the core level. There's the explore level, and the all access level. I would highly recommend joining at least the Explorer level. You can, like, when you go on there, you'll see the prices and all the things, but the Explorer is the middle level, and that gets you various things. But if you just want to check it out for free, you can just join the core level membership, and that gives you access to the Mighty Networks app. The Mighty Networks app is kind of like a forum, but there's also a place for resources. So after you join the membership at belleomdream.org, you're going to go over to the Mighty Networks app and you can join it and look through all the things. But most importantly, you're going to go over to where it says Catch the Vision, and you're going to go through the whole Catch the Vision course. Okay, this is the most important part about starting the Well-Educated Heart. Other curriculums have their summary, they have different books that you read before you get started. This is that. This is how to use the philosophy. What is the philosophy? What does it mean? What does it look like? All those different things. The Catch the Vision right now today is still located. It's still located at librariesofhope.com. So you can also go there if you don't want to download a whole nother app or whatever. But the benefit of the Mighty Networks app is that everything's there, and you can also communicate with other people and see the different offerings. So that's the most important. That is the most important part, is joining the Belle community at whatever level you choose. Highly recommend the Explore level, and I'll talk about that in a second. But then you need to go watch Catch the Vision, okay? Very, very, very important. You cannot embrace the philosophy and use it in your homeschool if you have not watched it or listened to it. I mean, I've gone through it now 3 times, and I feel like every single time there's more stuff that I want to write down. The next thing that you're going to want to do is familiarize yourself with the rotation schedule and with the books offered at librariesofhope.com. These books right here, these are called the Forgotten Classics. These are called the Forgotten Classics, and they are used in the rotation schedule as like the spine, if you will, okay? So when you get started, month 1 is September. Maybe you can see this a little bit. You can take a look at it. This is the rotation schedule. It has 12 months. It starts in September and it ends in August. You, of course, don't have to do the summer months if you don't want to. Maybe that's another video. But the point is that month 1 starts in September. So if you get started now, you have plenty of time to finish the Catch the Vision course, to look over the rotation schedule. It's like the last week of July right now when I'm filming this. So look over the rotation schedule. Each month has different topics. It has a time period in history. It has different countries to study. It has a nature study topic, and there's a mother's topic. And so you want to really take a great look at this. Think about, what does that look like? Just try to visualize whatever. You don't have to like memorize it or anything. Just familiarize yourself with it. And then within that, you can look at the book selections within each. The series are different series, and they're ordered by the months. So right now, today, since the Mighty Networks for Belle is not totally set up and the new app isn't totally set up, I would go to librariesofhope.com and take a look at each of the months, and you can see which of the books are offered for that month, and then you can look at them. You can open it and read the whole book. Hi. So in my personal experience, the more you're familiar with these selections and the more you're familiar with the topics of each month, the more successful you're going to be at implementing the philosophy in your homeschool. Okay, so the next thing is, there's also in the Catch the Vision course, Marlene talks about, I think it's in section 5. I didn't write down the name of the section, but I think it's section 5, where she talks about each of the series and what's inside of them, how she chose them. She touches a little bit on who the authors were, or like what she was looking for those series. So that's a really good one. I love to come back to that one. That's in the Catch the Vision. I think it's section 5. Okay, so then there's going to be a new app, and it's going to house digital copies of all the Forgotten Classics along with the audio books of the Forgotten Classics that Marlene has recorded. So those will be located in the app, this new app. I don't know the title of it yet, and it's also at librariesofhope.com. I don't think that's going to go away when the app comes out. So you could find them in both places. I will have to clarify for sure. But as of right now, it will be available in both places. So, okay, the only other thing I was going to talk about was, so that when you join the membership levels, there's the free membership, which is core, and that gets you access to the Mighty Networks where people can talk, and there's like, it says you can do some live events there. You can do the Catch the Vision there. You can join the Mothers of Influence there. You can locate other Belle families near you. And that's what you get with the free membership. You also can just use the website librariesofhope.com. The next level up is called the Explore level, and it is $19 a month, and you get everything in the core level, plus, this is the most important part and why I suggested to join this level, because you get the magazine. Okay, these are my favorite. You get the magazine. You get access to the app with the digital versions. You do not get access to the app, I don't think, with the free version. And you can participate in campus events. The campus is located in Weatherby, Missouri. So I guess, so it's beautiful. I have not been there yet, but I have seen pictures of it. Anyways, with the Explore level, you get the magazine and the new app that's going to come out. Here are some of the magazines. These are awesome. Highly, highly worth it. I think that Marlene said in her update that the magazines going forward will have a full page fine art print that come with it. So that's really exciting. I like these. These are kind of like, so I had made in the group like a little things to know page or whatever, and it just had images so people, like my kids, could see like, what does Abraham Lincoln look like? Just like quickly. And this is so much more than that. This is like, there's stories. This has craft ideas. Okay, thank you. It has craft ideas. There's QR codes that you can scan. And I think for these, okay, Ace, these take you to the story, the digital copy of the story. So that's really exciting. There's like little crafts. Movie ideas. So if this is going to be your first year using this, or even if it's not, it's not my first year, but I really like the magazines. I like that you can preview the month before you get them. So there's a new one every month. It has the month topics, and that's what it talks about inside. It has movie recommendations, recipes, all the things. And your kids can look at it while you're reading the books from that month's topics, okay? Or they can just look at it. Or you can just use like one of the things in here as your lesson, okay? So I highly recommend getting that. It's super worth it. It's amazing quality. All the things. The next thing that I was going to talk about. Okay, set it down. BiblioGuides. BiblioGuides is a searchable book database where you can find, there's different like curriculums that have pages on there, sections on there. So you can go to BiblioGuides and you can look at all the books that are recommended by Marlene and all the people from the Well-Educated Heart that connect to the topics from the monthly rotation. For example, if you go onto BiblioGuides and you're like, I'm looking for resources for month 1 about space. So you can go to Well-Educated Heart in the BiblioGuides. You can click on month 1, you can click on space, and it brings up all the books that are not Forgotten Classics that you can find. I have a video where I had a big old stack book suggestions for month 1, and I think almost every single book that I had in that video was from BiblioGuides. So these could be picture books, these could be chapter books, they could be reference books, all sorts of different things. The BiblioGuides is like just a resource for you to find more. If you need chapter books for older kids, if you need a read aloud, if you need picture books for littler kids, you can find that there. They have, what else do they have? They have all the information about the books there. How many pages does it have? Who's the author? Who published it? When was it published? It has a summary of the book. It has sometimes page previews, like a photo of the page, which is really helpful for me because you guys know I hate those very long picture books, the ones that are just like so long. So I want to see what the pages look like. And sometimes it'll have like an excerpt from it. And then recently I saw some people leaving reviews on some of the books. So that's super helpful. And then you can even, it has links to find the books for purchase. So that's super amazing because that's all in one place. You just go to BiblioGuides, you look for your books, and then you just, you know, it has like, you can buy them from eBay or from Amazon or whatever. So I really like that. That is only available in the all access membership for Belle. But if you just, I mean, like you could get the membership, it's definitely worth getting all that stuff. You get way more things. Ground cinnamon. You get more things with the all access membership, which you can see for yourself when you go to belleomdream.org. It has like what you get, but BiblioGuides is $11.99 a month normally. So those are some resources, the magazine and BiblioGuides. Those are two things that I would strongly recommend, especially if it's your first cycle through the rotation and you're just getting started, because those are very useful to have. Okay, so I think that covers most of the things to get started. I know some of this is like new changes. Marlene just posted an update, so I've included the information about the app. I just don't know what it's called. I need to go back and check. So hopefully that helps people if they're going to get started, kind of figure out where are things at, what do I need, what do I not, what don't I need. So let me know if that helps you, and hopefully you can get started this fall. Thanks for watching.